Joe, how are we looking? We're good? Okay, good evening, everybody. I'd like to call this meeting of the Board of Trustees, School District Mystery Lake to order. Meeting is occurring with public participation with physical distancing. The board meeting is being broadcast on Facebook Live. The public may attend the board meeting in person, but must pre-register by noon of the day of the meeting by calling 204-677-6167 or emailing knot@mysterynet.mb.ca. Trustees, staff, and public will need to pre-screen before entering the boardroom. And from 6:45 to 7:15, the public has the opportunity to ask questions by email about items pertaining to the agenda. Questions are to be sent to sdml@mysterynet.mb.ca. Thank you for your continued support and patience during these unprecedented times. I'd like to acknowledge that we are signatories of Treaty 5 and we reside in the traditional territory of the Nisatchawee-Yazuk Cree Nation, and we are all treaty people. I'd like to start this evening's meeting by extending our condolences to the family of our MLA, Danielle Adams. Danielle was a dedicated advocate for our region and attended numerous activities in our schools. Our thoughts are with her family at this time, and would you all please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you, everyone. We have an item on our agenda that's not ready for motion at this time. Item 10.1, an international student request, will be brought forward at a later meeting. Can I please have a motion to approve the agenda as amended? Trustee Anderson, Trustee Oliveira, are there any other changes? All those in favor of approving the agenda as amended? Aye. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot to announce we have regrets from Trustee Tucker tonight, and Trustee is participating electronically. Can I have a motion to adopt the minutes of our meeting of November the 23rd? Trustee Cripps, Trustee Anderson, any changes or additions? All those in favor of? Aye. Aye. Motion is carried. Delegations. First, we have RDPC students. Students offering support.
positive mental health in both our school and community.
What is Hope North Network? Hope North Network is a community in Ortona, Thompson, with many of people who are preventing suicidal rates in our town. It has also helped SOS with a number of things. They have also supported over the number of years that we have been running in the school from 2013.
So what is Jack.org? Jack.org is Canada's only charity training and empowering young leaders to revolutionize mental health in every province and territory. Jack chapters are trained youth-led groups in high schools and post-secondary schools, instructions working year-round to identify and dismantle the barriers to positive mental health in our communities.
SOS and Jack.org. As a Jack chapter, our mission is to advocate for mental health, to end the stigma about mental health, and to start the conversation. As a Jack chapter, we are not here to be counselors, but rather to educate people about mental health and what's important for us to talk about in the conversation.
So Jack.org is mental health training.
R.D. Parker is Jack.org's most northern chapter in Manitoba.
Various SOS activities, a brief overview. So we do the orientation for the new grade 9 students at the school. We also do Halloween assemblies, school-wide hope activities during the Christmas season, teacher appreciation, exam week, Bill Let's Talk, Pink Shirt Day, we go to Jack Summits, March for Our Lives, which was in March 24th of 2018. Mental Health Week activities are always in May, the Defeat Depression Walk, as well as the 30-hour famine.
Or Hope Christmas Project. SOS has done the Hope Project during Christmas each year since 2013. Christmas can be a stressful time for a lot of students at R.D. Parker Collegiate. For most of us, it's a joyous time, but some students go home and they have to worry about a lot of other stuff. We performed this project to ensure that students are aware that even in the Christmas time, there's still hope.
Hope Shines Through is our annual Christmas project where we decorate the forum.
Or 2021 Christmas project. So this year for Christmas, we baked Star cookies, and the Jack.org and the Hope North Network gave us USBs to put into those cookie packages as a gift. And the USBs are super important because a lot of our seniors are going to be needing it, probably for university. So that's super helpful for them. We actually did that today, handing out the gifts and stuff. Yeah.
We've got 548 packages out, so we're more than halfway there. Cookies is a lot of cookies.
Yeah, it is. Gotta say.
The Defeat Depression Walk. SOS annually participates in the Defeat Depression Walk, which raises awareness about mental health and to show support for those who suffer from any mental health challenges. The Mood Disorders Association of Manitoba began an annual 5K Defeat Depression Walk or run that was held in Thompson. SOS has participated in the event since 2014 and will continue participating.
Pink Shirt Day. Pink Shirt Day is a day we wear pink to symbolize against bullying. SOS has also helped in Pink Shirt Day to recognize diversity and it becoming more visible as people continue to embrace their cultures, identities, and true self in more open and direct ways.
Teacher Appreciation and Breakfast. 2018 was the first time SOS hosted a Teacher Appreciation Breakfast. It is similar to our annual Christmas project for the students. All the students wrote positive comments about their teachers. SOS then made cards and handed them out at the Teacher Appreciation Breakfast.
Mental Health Week. Be There is an innovative program through JAC.org that helps young people learn about mental health, learn how to support themselves, and most importantly, feel confident supporting their peers who may be struggling. We plan to educate fellow students about this program and have additional activities during this week.
The Be There Golden Rules are say what you see,
Show you care, hear them out,
know your role,
and connect to help. Bell Let's Talk. Bell Let's Talk is a wide-reaching multi-year program created by the Canadian telecommunication company designed to break the silence around mental illness and support mental health all across Canada. Every year, SOS promotes this event with signs and activities. 2 years ago, it concurred with our exam week, so we gave out snacks, exam writing supplies, and Bell Let's Talk resources.
JAC.org Summits. In 2020, individuals from SOS traveled to Winnipeg for the JAC Summit. JAC Summits are large youth-led gatherings all over Canada that bring together hundreds of young mental health advocates to learn from each other and make positive changes for mental health and youth. At the summit, there were icebreakers, there was social media, as well as rights and privileges. We learned that social media can have both positive and negative impacts on our mental health. In the rights and privilege activity, we learned that everyone has a different starting point. We all need to recognize and acknowledge that.
Before masks.
Yeah.
For everything.
February 20th.
Our 2021 Youth Summit. So in 2021, we didn't get to travel to our Youth Summit, so we had to figure out another way. So we used Zoom and also the Whova event planning app to incorporate an interactive component with chat boards, contests, and activities, picture sharing, and more. The virtual chat was monitored by members of SOS during the summit. We had speakers from Winnipeg speaking about their own journey of mental health, and 2 of 4 grade 12 SOS members were the MCs for the event. It was all organized by SOS with the support from JAC.org and the Hope Network Committee.
Our summit was featured in Manitoba School Counselors magazine in fall of 2021 edition.
Mental health is trending now. So there's a lot of trends that go on, and often we hear that trends normally die out or they're not a trend anymore. So with mental health, we shouldn't let mental health die out, but keep the conversation going. So we can do that by spreading awareness about positive mental health, Do not stop talking about mental health, learning that taking breaks are important, and knowing how to support yourself and others who are struggling. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Any questions? Superintendent Henderson?
Hi. I am super proud of you guys. Like, that is excellent work. So now I have 2 questions. What grade are you in? And what was your favorite activity?
I'm in grade 12 and I just joined SOS this year, so my favorite activity would be making the Christmas cookies for the whole entire school because it was super fun and it was a good time to bond with other students in the school.
I'm also in grade 12, and my favorite activity was definitely the JET Summit in 2020 because it was a good chance to get to know the other people in my group because you spent about a weekend with them in a different city, so it was nice to get to know them, and it was a lot of fun.
Just to comment, congratulations or kudos to you guys for making 1,000 cookies. And I was at the high school the other day. Your decorations in the forum were excellent. They were playing Christmas carols, and the Hope window decoration that you guys did at the, well, what used to be the old school store, you know, maybe the front of the Ideal site now, I guess, is awesome. Yeah.
I just have to assume that the role you're playing has changed a lot over the last year and a half. Just wondering what your experience is in being with it.
It's been good. It's a good experience.
It was good too. It was a good experience also.
Yes.
How long have you guys been involved with SOS, and what are you guys doing to continue or get people more involved, like in the younger grades?
I've been in SOS since grade 9, and I think the biggest role we play trying to get more people involved is doing all of the activities we normally do, as well as just talking to them and letting them know that if they need something, there's always a group that can help them out.
I just joined SOS this year, and I think SOS is a super good group for your mental health. I actually got introduced to it by one of my friends who's been in the group since grade 9, and she said that there's a group called SOS that you can, spend time and bond with other people, and it actually helps your mental health. So I think that those people who spread the word about mental health can actually help a lot of people, because there's a lot of other people struggling with disorders, and they don't know how to handle stress. So this is the type of group that you could come to and take your mind off it. Even with making cookies, when we were there and bonding, it was a super good time, and it was good.
Feels good to do good things for other people, right?
Yeah. So, just one more question. How do you feel about being back in school full-time this year?
It's a lot better.
A lot better?
Yeah.
You think that's better for people's mental health and well-being?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No pressure.
So it's customary for us to present this to every group that attends. And I've got to say, I do love your t-shirt. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies. Trina's is the same.
What does yours say? It says something, another positive message, or different. and the kids could choose which one they wanted to do. Yeah. They paid half, and then Hope North Net was paid half. Oh, lots.
We used to do cupcake sales and things like that that were really fun and.
I'd like to have a Christmas decoration, so I offer you next year, you'll ever come to my restaurant and do decoration. Then you can approach different business level information, right?
There you go.
Nice. I love it.
Very much.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
And next on the agenda, we have the Westwood School performing Christmas carols. And with thanks to the Westwood students and members of the choir, they also get a token of appreciation for presenting to the board meeting, which will be mailed to their school. Next presentation is by Mr. Parody on Artie Parker Open Gym Nights.
Is this good? Okay. My name is Jeff Parody. I'm one of the high school phys ed teachers. Ever since the start of the year, we've been running open gym at the high school. So just an idea that I had during the summer, our pool got shut down. The TRCC has been out of commission with the clinic running out of it. And the opportunities for kids to have access to physical activity in Thompson has been pretty small over the last couple of years. So I just thought it'd be a nice place for them to be able to come and enjoy a little bit of time out of their day. So we started on the very first Monday of school. Bonnie asked if we had any announcements and what we wanted to advertise. And I looked at Christine Sim, who helped me for the better part of the year so far until basketball started. And I said, do you just want to start tonight? And she said, sure. So we had 25 kids on the first night, which I thought was pretty cool. And we didn't know what our number was going to be. And then within 2 weeks, I think we were up to about 80 kids on average. Last month, we topped out. I think we had 110 kids one night on one of the coldest days of the year. We thought the weather might drive some kids off, but 110 kids showed up. And we've had averaged between about 70 and 90 kids ever since those first couple weeks. So they come, they sign in. It's been a lot of volleyball and basketball. We've done some floor hockey, some dodgeball, a little bit of badminton, but basketball and volleyball have been king. They love it. They organize themselves, they run themselves, they play games, they rotate through. The weight room's available to them, table tennis is available to them. They can just come and sit and hang out if they please. It's open to anybody to come and do anything. It's been really awesome. The kids have been active. I've had a lot of really good conversations with the kids. We've worked out some mental health stuff with some kids. We've worked out conflict between kids. Had some tough conversations about different things going on in their lives. So it's really just been a nice safe space for the kids to come and release and be themselves, and they always look forward to the next day. When I started it, I kind of had an idea that we could branch out to other groups to come and connect with the kids as well. So AFM, Leslie Allard, has been coming out on Wednesdays just to get her face known to the kids so that they know what she looks like, they can interact with her, and if they need to have conversations with her, they can. I've been in touch with the RCMP, and we're going to have a couple members start to come out, maybe bring some buddies and play some floor hockey games with them, and see if there's any other groups that we can come and get connected to the kids with. The other thing that I wanted to mention is there's no requirements for open gym. So our athletics at the high school, which I'm one of the coaches, they have to be passing, they have to be in good academic standing, behavior and all that. That's expected. For open gym, there is no rules for that. So if they're not good attenders, if they're failing multiple classes, that's okay. That's kind of the point of it. It's just to build a connection to the school. If I'm aware of it, I'll have conversations. We've done one-on-one schoolwork with some of the kids before they started playing basketball. We've talked about their attendance and behavior. So it's just a way for them to connect to the school, to know that it's a little bit better of a place than just a boring classroom, and see what kind of relationships we can build with them. So just wanted to let you guys know what we're doing over there and how successful it's been, and thank you for your time. Any questions?
Jeff, actually, I heard about this just recently, and I just want to tell you, it's such a valuable experience for our students. There are not a lot of places, safe places for our students to hang out, and having as many kids show up there, I'm just really appreciative that this is happening and that the other supports are being provided, and just those positive relationships are so important. So thank you to you and your team for providing that service.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I just want to say, in a year with virtually no other extracurricular activities available to so many of the kids, this pretty fantastic idea, and I've been following it since it first showed up on your Facebook page.
Yeah.
Which also pretty good way of announcing things, but I'm really impressed with your numbers, and I also really like the idea of just what you've done in terms of other outreach for it. So thanks very much for all of that.
So when you can get that many kids showing up and it's that cold, that's a testament to you guys doing a great job.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
For
pretty
sure.
And as a presenter, we do have a card for you, and I have to assume that whatever's in this one is not the same as what was in the other one. But it might be.
Thanks, man. Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And with that, the Superintendent of Human Resources and Policy Report.
I've provided you with a written report. I was in attendance at a number of meetings. I do have some retirements that I'd like to announce. Marie Miscavige submitted a letter of retirement effective December 9th. Ms. Miscavige has been employed with the district since 1987, so 34 years. She's worked as an educational assistant at Eastwood School back in the day, Burntwood School, Westwood School, and she's retiring as an educational assistant out of the Ideal site at Artie Parker. Bob Manook submitted his letter of retirement effective December 30th, 2021. Mr. Manook has been employed with the district since 1994, so 27 years. He's worked at Deerwood School and is retiring from his position as custodian at Artie Parker, so two very long-term employees. Just on behalf of the Board of Trustees and Lori and myself, I wish both of them all the best in their retirement. It's well-deserved. Just in a human resources and policy initiatives, I've completed the draft of the new accessibility standards for employment administrative procedure. I'm just working on some supplementary documents to support the implementation of the procedure. With that, just a template for staff who require alternate evacuation plan during emergency situations. Sometimes we assume that everybody can evacuate a building, but when you need an accommodation because you have some type of disability, sometimes we overlook that. For our staff, we always make these accommodations for our students, so I'm looking at creating a template to put a plan and make arrangements for those people, as well as I'm also doing in the process of developing a checklist, so when we're hiring people that we're sure that we communicate that, if they require some type of additional supports during the interview process or during hiring, that we're not overlooking that, because sometimes we tend to forget. So when the draft is all done and those documents are completed, I'll just give it the draft procedures to you folks for your information and to have a look at. I think I'm going to just go over it with some of the school principals and Lori, myself, and do some training as well. So, and that's everything. Are there any questions? No? Okay.
Superintendent of Educational Services and Programming.
I submitted my report. I noticed I have a couple of spelling errors, so I'm going to apologize. It should be UCN, and I was actually at a meeting, not a meeting. I think I need a bigger screen or some new glasses, so I apologize. So I've included the attendance for November. As you can see that none of our schools hit the 90% mark that the province expects, so continue working on that. Total number of students that transferred into the district in November were 35, and the total number out were 41. So kids are still moving in and out. We had nominated Lisa Obey to the Culinary Arts Curriculum Revision Committee, and she's been accepted. When I wrote that, I thought I probably haven't been sharing all of the committees that some of our teachers and staff are sitting on. So I included Kelly Tate, who is our numeracy support teacher. She sits on the provincial math team, and Starlet Beardy sits on the Manitoba Aboriginal Language Strategy. And Carrie Schultz and Lucy Mayer have been, we've nominated them to be on the Provincial Principal Learning Network, so we're just waiting to hear if there's acceptance into that. The public health orders for indoor youth and sports have taken effect as of December 6, 2021. There was fast training that took place on December 2nd at Wapanek Community School, and FAST is the Families and Schools Together. That is a 8-week program that will start in January, and it's working with families and the schools. And there's a parenting piece and some student support. So that will be starting in January. There were 17 people who were trained. 3 were from the district. We had 1 AFM support, and then we had 13 from UCN's Keenanow program. So with those 13 pre-service teachers, we're really fortunate that they're going to be volunteering their time, because it's on Wednesdays and it's evening time. It requires quite a few hours, so they'll be doing that for the duration of the program. Today we saw there was an announcement. It was an 8-week pilot program, and the Minister Cullen was here to actually announce the project, and we're a part of this project along with 32 other schools. So it is the Traditional Knowledge and Elders program. So the 3 schools that are going to be involved for our district will be Wapanek Community School, Equal Riverside, and Artie Parker Collegiate. And along with that, it's a very short pilot project. It's 8 weeks, and within that 8 weeks, it's some training for the educators in protocols around inviting traditional knowledge keepers and elders into the school. And then there's dollars that are attached to having the elders or traditional knowledge keepers in the school, and then there's some reporting and assessment. So for us, it works out to about $21,000. So it's a good opportunity for us. The schools are going to be the champions of the programs that they're going to be providing in their school. It won't be the curriculum services team, because we already know that the curriculum service team is planned for the year, so I didn't include them. They'll be part of the support, but these will really be happening within the school. So excited about that, and really looking forward to the assessment piece and the conversations with the other schools in Manitoba, just to to share what we've been doing. And I just want to say thank you to Wapanek Community School for hosting. The minister was Minister Cullen and Deputy Minister Dana Rudy that were there, and they were welcomed into the school by Mrs. Dumas and Mrs. Reguero's grade 5 class. So the kids were outside singing a welcome song, so it was really quite beautiful. And then our guests came into the gymnasium, and that's where the announcement was made. My act of kindness this week is send a funny picture, video, or article to someone. So I'm expecting a few good pictures over the next few days, right? And I just want to say happy holidays to everyone, to take care and to be safe. And yeah, we'll see you all in the new year.
Any questions? Okay, Secretary Treasurer's report, please.
Circulated in your packages is the check register for the month of November. Accounts payable of $2,374,752.80 were processed. Included in that accounts payable amount are payroll-related expenditures in the amount of $1,588,939. Teacher payroll of $2,067,532.79 were processed. Non-teaching payroll in the amount of $1,770,413 was processed for the month. Included in our non-teachers support payroll is the United Steelworker retro amounts for contract settlements of $1.1 million. My recommendation is that the expenditures for November 2021 in the amount of $6,212,698.59 be approved.
Yeah, Trustee Oliveira. Trustee Tomaszewski. Any questions? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion is carried.
The next item is the recent financial update as of December 6th. We are 31.7% through the school year. Our year-to-date expenditures, which include these allocated summer teacher pay at this point, $12,303,768. That's 28% of our plan. We are tracking as anticipated with the planned use of surplus to be balancing our budget to meet recent wage settlement shortfalls. Prior to this meeting, we've reviewed the expenditures with Finance Committee as well. We have the safe school funding for the school district for $609,000. Of that amount, we have spent $138,000 year to date. That is related to the sub-teachers that are assigned to the schools to assist with maintaining cohorts. We have the Learning Recovery Fund, of which the school district will receive $82,900. We have numeracy resource assigned to those funds, and we've spent $27,276 to date for that. Our COVID funds that we have spent so far year to date total $194,567. The majority of that is related to the day cleaner positions that we have in schools for the year to date amount of $156,000. The operating surplus at this time, we are still planning our June 30th undesignated operating surplus to be $1,560,000. There's been no further adjustments at this time. We have our 23% benefit cost increase that's took effect last month for $160,000 from our surplus. The wage settlement shortfall of $628,000 for the steelworkers, and our reduced education property tax credit amount of revenue of $169,000. That's all I have at this time.
Any questions? In terms of correspondence, we've got Manitoba School Board Association e-bulletins for both November 24th and December 8th. They're attached to the agenda package for anyone who wants to see them. And moving on to committee reports. Policy Committee, Vice Chair Tomaszewski. Sorry. Pardon? Ah, I got them backwards. My apologies. Policy and public. Yeah. Policy and public are so close as words. Very well. Policy Committee.
We reviewed the procedural bylaws. A and B in section 1 and 2 changes to section 2. 3 meetings of the board. We no longer have board packages delivered to trustees. The wording will be changed to reflect how we have been making board packages electronically. So everyone already knows that. We had to change the policy to reflect that. Changes to section 2-11, electronic board meetings. A procedure has been developed to help manage the voting process when there are a number of trustees attending electronically. Reviewed board policy number 6 and 7. There are no changes. Reviewed administrative procedures, complaints against staff, 1A40. Parent-run lunch supervision programs, 1A50. Information and communication technology use, 1A690. Social media and web publishing, 1A0095. No changes. That's it. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh yeah, the procedural bylaws will be brought forward in January's meeting because they have to have the third reading.
Yeah, the reason they weren't on this agenda is because I thought we were still in the third reading from our last set of changes, and I thought it would get convoluted. But we did third reading at our last meeting, so I was a little confused. Nonetheless, they will be on the January agenda.
At least you didn't mix up. the
No,
committees.
exactly. So, yeah, we don't need some in third reading and some in second reading. And yeah, I think that would get a little hard to follow.
Okay, thank you. Education and Programming Committee, Trustee Aziz.
Okay, we had the meeting on November the 30th, and we discussed some staffing requirements related to educational programming. And our numeracy support workers, they are going to start their job in January for the Birdwood School and Juniper. And we also discussed the draft district plan, updated belief statements and curriculum services plan, which is now available on our website as well. And it was a big document. If anyone is interested to read it, or they can go to the website. And I believe that 9 staff members were working on it, and it was really a good document. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. And trying once again, Public Relations Committee with Vice Chair Tomaszewski.
Thank you. We had a meeting November 30th. On our agenda, we talked about the budget, grade 12 mature student update. We purchased some promotional swag, some cups. Christmas oranges and chocolates should be or will be distributed through the district. I'm not sure if they have yet or not. They have? Okay. Today? Okay. We have purchased pink shirts for Pink Shirt Day. They'll be $25 a piece. Education Week will be from April 19th to the 22nd. We have some activities that are being planned. And our next meeting will be sometime in January.
Thank you. And Finance, Property, and Personnel Committee, Trustee Cripps.
We had a meeting today just prior to the board meeting. Our committee went over expenditures as of December 6th of 2021. Some staffing items will come forward in January of 2022. And we are facing budget challenges with the current funding. That's it.
And with that, we'll move on to trustee comments. Trustee Aziz, would you like to lead off tonight?
Sure. First of all, I would like to say on the behalf of school board trustees, our condolences to the family of Daniel Adam, MLA for Thompson. Really, it is a great loss for everyone. Our thoughts and prayers are with her family. And other is happy holidays, all the best for the retirees. And thank you.
Trustee Cripps?
This is the last meeting of the current calendar year, so I just want to wish everybody a safe and a happy holiday.
Trustee Anderson?
Just the same, wishing everyone a safe and happy.
And hope to see everyone in 2022.
Just echoing everybody else's around the table here, just happy holidays, Merry Christmas everybody. We'll see you all hopefully safe, sound in January.
Echoing as everyone else, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Holidays.
And wishing everybody a safe New Year.
And for myself, I attended my first ever meeting of TAAC, the Thompson Aboriginal Educational Advisory Committee, and the Curriculum Services team made some excellent presentations on their programs, and really impressed with the efforts and especially how well they were coordinating, and really quite pleased to see they're presenting to the board in our second meeting of January. I'm looking forward to that. And lastly, as we reach the end of 2021, and what a year it's been, I would like to extend our appreciation to our administration team, the staff in the board office, and those in the schools, all of whom have labored long and hard through a year of great challenge and greater uncertainty. On behalf of the board, thanks for keeping our students safe and our schools open. And lastly, best wishes to staff and students and families for the upcoming holiday season. Stay safe, and we'll see everyone in the new year. Thank you. Do we have any questions on items pertaining to the budget, or to the agenda, really? Yeah, no questions on that. None? With that, can I have a motion to move in camera in 10 minutes, please? Trustee Anderson, Trustee Oliveira, all those in favor? Aye. The motion is carried. Thank you, everyone.